happened on my way to work.
Damn it, Dwayne, what do you want?
Did you see Black Adam?
No!
Can you, please?
Get off my car!
I can't. Can you see Black Adam?
Had to settle for delivery because someone didn't feel like cooking tonight.
I got stomach pains. My water broke. I don't care if you peed yourself, love. I'm hungry.
Looking for a handicap space, 3 carts blocking the space, and a motorized cart left in the rain. All I'm saying is if you rammed these trolleys and they hit someone else's car, it's not your fault because someone else put those trolleys there. They tried to sabotage you. Banana left in a basket in Walmart. Yep. Definitely at kid height too. All of this food waste. This is not a one-off occasion. Wow. Okay, look, it says compost only, so at least it will be utilized in some way. I have turned off all notifications 6 times, and it still sends notifications. Can you pull the pin?
Shut up!
So relaxing.
Shut up!
Does anyone else have this problem with Instagram? Because this is my problem with Instagram. Keystone Pipeline leaks 14,000 barrels of oil into creek in biggest spill yet. Quick, grab a few bottles and sell it back to them. Kid destroys $15,000 Lego sculpture an hour after the new exhibit opens. I truly wish you have to sign a waiver when you enter these Lego exhibits that if you knock over something and break it, you have to pay based on the hours of labor it took to create it. So many kids would leave the exhibit with wrists so red because of their parents' tight grip. Someone destroyed one of our neighborhood's little free libraries. Someone probably jokingly left a smut novel in there, and a devout Christian was like, "Not today, Satan! Thou shalt not attempt to tickle my bean any longer!" Adobe. Oh, what are they doing now? Are you serious? Oh, the ability to rotate pages is such an exhaustive task for us to learn to have done with our program. It's going to cost you, sorry. The way Oracle customer support deals with getting paid and refusing to provide the service that was paid for. Hello. Unfortunately, we are unable to resolve this or process the transaction. This is all the information we can provide. Regards, customer service agent. You can provide or you can bother providing. Took my little sister to the park today. All the swings were broken and the border had rebar sticking out. Clearly some old man missed their playgrounds being like the old days. Someone's dog took a dookie in the store and peed in another part of the, not shown, and the owner didn't say anything to us about it or try to clean it up. Okay, I'm gonna have to wonder if they even knew it was there. I mean, I feel like we're attacking the store owner more than we are the stupid dog owner. I'm paying around $2,000 for a class, and you can't afford a good webcam? This class was hard before this online bullshit happened. Yes, I'm retaking this stupid class. How am I supposed to learn if I can't read what's on the board? Also, the microphone can't stay connected for what? Oh my gosh. Are you studying in a modern day lecture or are you trying to translate an ancient artifact? I'm glad every plane I get on is magically absent of these massive D-bags. Oh my god, is that foot like almost about to touch his head? Oh.
Sir, it's fine, okay? You're not even using this part of the seat. I'm allowed to have my feet up here. It's my right.
3 different warranty notices with 3 different phone numbers. Received a week after registering my new car. Let's note this is a new car. It's not a pre-owned car. It's not some car with some secret history behind it. Is this a new attempt at scamming or something? The destructive mess my uncle left after my grandmother passed. My family had to fix the whole house out of our pockets. Dude, why? I mean, I get, like, if he was trashing the place, like, throwing couches everywhere to find as much stuff he could take home, but, like, the walls? Does he not have walls? Light pollution from commercial greenhouses in my hometown. Okay, you clearly live at a UFO landing point. I mean, damn, dude, it's like constantly sunrise and sunset there. Looks like I won't have any privacy. Oh boy, and it looks like the kind of door that opens both ways too. You go ahead and enjoy your little anxiety poo. What the frick does ratio mean?
This. Never mind.
Reddit mobile at it again.
Wow, such empty.
Yeah, I really love how they enforce you to use the app when you're on mobile phones. But when you use the app, oh, look at this. Lack of anything. HelloFresh sent spoiled food with maggots in it. Refuses to refund. No, I'm sorry, sir, but you requested extra protein. Cut up jacket for a refund. A zipper came off my motorcycle jacket for some reason. Brand new. So I ask r/RevZilla support about it to see if they can fix it or replace the jacket. But no. They tell me to send pictures of me destroying the jacket. Specifically asked for cut off sleeves so I can get a refund. perfectly good jacket that is just missing a zipper. I'd never do something so dumb, but even if I did, I'd need an angle grinder to cut through this thing. Imagine the resale brand Revzilla's total waste if they even tell their customers to destroy the products they buy. Can't imagine their internal policies of customer service pulls this.
Oh, I noticed that sewing's a little bit off.
Oh, that's okay, I can just snip that.
No, you must burn it, then send it to the nuclear testing site and bomb it.
Bomb it with a SAR bomb!
$180 is taken out of my paycheck every 2 weeks for health insurance. I have the best plan my employer offers with the most amount of coverage, and this is how much my MRI is going to cost me with my insurance. Oh wow, $2,000, down from what looks to be $7,000. Quick maths, 180 a fortnight over a year is $4,600. So I hope you've only been working there for 6 months, because that is not a good deal. Percentage-based online service fees are downright criminal. Considering that most of the time these fees and services are done automated anyway, like there is no labor involved, aside from the person who created the service in the first place. You're not paying an employee's salary. Most cases, you're just paying off an automated program that they've already paid off years ago. Just like when governments install new toll roads to pay off the cost of building the toll roads. Only have it going for a few years, then it's free. Oh, what was that? That was 10 years ago.
I'm looking at you, Brisbane. I know it's a really particular thing to bring up, but I have a personal vendetta against it.
I just got kicked out by my roommates. Now, okay, you may read that title and think, okay, well, surely you deserved it in some way to get kicked out. Well, it was because I asked one to close the door to the only bathroom when she used the toilet and showered. She got so angry at me for daring to suggest such a thing and basically told me to get out.
How dare you not find my naked flaps beautiful?
Oh god, no, don't run towards me! YouTube letting scams be advertised. I immediately knew it was going to be this one. Now look, I do feel sorry for the kids out there, but anyone above the age of 12, this day and age with the internet being what it is, if you fell for this, I'm sorry. I don't know what you expect. My stepdad's screen protector. Come on, man, just get a new one. Gosh. Google put a 30-second timer on their ads, which means you are forced to watch the ad fully. Yeah, further and further throughout life, I support the idea of some European towns where they just outright ban ads in certain areas of their cities, just so it just looks nice. You know, it's actually a thing though. People are psychologically happier in life when they see less ads. This bullshit article. People will see this and they won't read the article. When that happens, they're going to see a scam email and fall for it because of this clickbait bullshit. Billions of Gmail and Outlook users told to search inboxes for Amazon right now. Your bank could be emptied. Please, we had nothing bad's happened enough today. We need to fearmonger you somehow. Number 1 bestseller. Valve Steam Deck, 64 gigs. What's that? More expensive than a PS5. Okay, let's just peek over to the legitimate price from a legitimate seller. Oh, look at that. For $1 more, you can get 4 times the space. Very clever upselling there, Steam. Not posting pics, but one of my neighbors has a dog and it's a serial pooper.
Oh, but I like pics of the poop.
First, it was by the mailboxes, and now this morning, I find a big pile in my yard. Like, why can't they just pick it up? Seriously, does anyone know how annoying it is to pick up a pile of cold poo off your lawn from a dog that isn't even yours? The dog must be like 50 pounds. Holy hell, if I catch them doing this again in my yard when I let my own dog out, there is going to be some strong words exchanged. Kiss, kiss. Gotta love internet services. You've used 50% of your available home internet light data allotment. Okay, thanks for the notice. Your service will be reduced to 128 kilobytes per second until your next billing cycle.
I haven't even used it all yet.
We know, we still hate you. This is what you get for not paying the more expensive service we offer you, you scungy piece of shit. I guess no commercials doesn't exactly mean no commercials. No commercials. That is the option. That is the title of the options.
Oh yeah, a few shows play with a commercial before and after the video.
So it has commercials.
Yes.
So then why is it labeled no commercials?
Because a few shows play with a commercial
that's
before
with
and
commercials! Work in a guard shack. 4 degrees outside. Baseboard heater does not work. Heater that does work does not heat room. And the fuse box is right beside where you place your legs, because it's the only way way you can heat your legs. And the next month they wonder,
Why is everyone quitting? Oh.
the fact that I have to do this to my truck to stop meth heads from siphoning my gas. Oh, that's such a shame. Just having to ruin the decal of your car like that for its own sake. Fake obituary sites. I had a friend from high school pass away recently and have been waiting for his obituary to be posted. I have been searching on Google daily and nothing came up until today. I found it quite odd that Google auto-completed his last name and the first suggestion was first name, last name, obituary. 3 separate sites cluttered with ads used his name but have almost incoherent write-ups that seem to be AI generated. Even worse, some seem to have scraped info from Facebook, including posts that his family has made. Wow, what's even the motivation behind that? To try and grab the eyes of old people and use those ads to then lure them into a scam? I mean, look, I hate it, but it's kind of genius. A small local ice cream shop in my town, amazing ice cream by the way, as well as a driving range, golf, were shut down to be replaced with a Starbucks. I can get behind Starbucks wanting to grow their business, but not by replacing a small local driving range and ice cream shop that everyone loved. Yeah, I wonder if Starbucks realizes people were always going to that area for the golfing range and the ice cream, not because they like to just sit in that spot. First, the spammers start using Google Drive to get around, and now they are using Google Contacts. What's next? Tasia has invited you to edit the following item. What is this invitation?
Adventure Puss, click follow link. Wee, my genitalia is on an exciting quest.
Artists of my state made a mural celebrating Studio Ghibli. Today, we woke up to this. Okay, not gonna lie, I thought them waking up was to the first photo here where it just looks fine and normal. I thought they were implying that the artwork looks terrible. I was actively searching for parts to agree with and just say, yeah, you know, his forehead looks stupid. But then I looked at the next photo and, oh, yep, okay, I see. Yes, someone's just graffitied the hell over it all entirely. Wow, it got even worse in the next photo. That is, like, damn, it is really hard sometimes to care about the less fortunate in our society when they actively do this stuff. There is no message being projected here other than, if you see me in public, please pelt me in the crotch. This is where I found a package I had ordered for Christmas. Lately, the shipping truck has been leaving it here, instead of carrying it a few more yards to the Porsche. Sometimes it's hidden behind a car, but as there wasn't one at the time, they left it here, out in the open and easy to steal. There should be a service you can subscribe to that every now and again throughout the month, they deliver a package to your front door, but you never collect it. It's purely bait for thieves. Hopefully after enough time of enough people using this service, people in the local area will be dissuaded from stealing random packages. Because what's inside those fake packages? Well, nothing too serious, you know, gotta be safe. It's just a bomb. Ads targeted for people who are insecure about their weight and saying that exercise and diet doesn't do anything, so you'll buy their product. Not to mention making the video so long, avoiding telling you the free, easy way to lose weight. Oh my gosh, don't get me started on this stuff. There's no hidden secret. It's not a simple morning trick. Oh, hurry now before this video disappears entirely. As if they'd want to keep secret this monopoly to weight loss.
Oh, something that could benefit humanity and make us millions? Oh, nah, can't share that information.
Just got back from a 12-hour flight and can't rest because the Jesus nut that stands outside the arena across the street upgraded his megaphone. Bringing us right back to that whole thing. Short-term harassment solution, long-term resentment. You shouting louder at me just to make sure your point's heard and I shut up isn't going to make me want to believe you any better. Came to sell my car for half the amount I got in it, only to be greeted by an unpleasant surprise. Oh, what? Oh, there's more photos. Oh my gosh! How hot was it outside today? I mean, on the bright side, at least it's just the front seat. My kois were killed on New Year's Eve. We had 4 really not so little precious kois living in our garden pond. 2 of them for 19 years, and the other 2 were born this year. We live in an area where using rockets and such aren't allowed. But of course, our new neighbors didn't care. So they celebrated this stupid day, while my poor kois panicked, got deadly injured, and in the process suffered heart attacks. My parents haven't told me until an hour ago. I am really angry and crying right now. Now, I know it's tempting to enact revenge, but an eye for an eye makes the whole world blind. So, grab yourself a seeing eye dog and start swinging. According to the system, my answer is incorrect.
And that's what you get for putting an apostrophe somewhere that we didn't like.
Walmart pickup basically used one bag per item. One of the individually items was a single tape. Such a waste. At this point, I feel like they're just trying to get rid of their plastic bags.
Here you go, customer. Take them. Get them away from us.
99 taxi driver texted during the whole trip, almost 2 hours. This is where you pretend to be on your phone talking to a family member, offering your condolences after their uncle died in a car crash from texting and driving. Child with terminal condition achieved 100,000 subscribers after talking to his idol. YouTube terminated the account.
Dude, really? Wow!
All this young man cracking the box wanted via Make-A-Wish was to earn his 100k YouTube plaque. Many pulled together to help this terminal heart patient. YouTube, why would you terminate his account? Now look, in YouTube's defense, I'm sure this was just an automated response. No traffic to the channel, then suddenly thousands joining it. Yeah, look, I'm sure they're gonna think it's a bit suspicious, almost like it's bots. So in bad news, I can't find any information that this has been fixed. So if anyone knows, that'd be great. The numbers on my Christmas calendar. Wow, they really want you to struggle to find out where the next day is. Ticketmaster is selling platinum tickets that have no difference to the original, with upwards of 600% of a price increase. This is for the Sugar of BTS tour, who requested for the prices to be as low as possible. So Ticketmaster decided to BS their way into charging $600 more. You know, at this point, I feel like Ticketmaster is just asking to be French Revolutioned. A cafe is challenging customers to eat a 17,000 calorie fry-up in 1 hour. You know, these, why, though? The challenge of this is just to waste as much food as possible. I'm ticked off. Saw these 3 dumped on my way home. The 2 black ones are so skinny, you can feel their ribs. God damn, they look genuinely cute too. They don't look rough at all. Poor fellas. Oh, I hope they're doing good now.
Dog ate my Animal Crossing? Oh yeah, that bitterant really helps out. Look, he's trying to go for seconds. Ads like this should be illegal. Cathedral of Barcelona. Wow. Okay. Cool. Wonder what God thinks about that one. Puppy finds this in a duffel night before traveling abroad. Only an important document. Well, your entire plan is completely freaking ruined. Now, it's a puppy. You can't really blame a puppy for getting into stuff and messing it up and playing with it and being a jerk. That's kind of how they are until they're trained. What I hope is taken here is a lesson. Maybe don't leave crap like that where a puppy can actually get inside of it. And I know what you're thinking. How was I supposed to know he could get in there? Dude, they can get in anywhere, okay? You need to know that. My boyfriend's cancer battle was ruining my health, so I left him. Now I'm running a marathon in his honor. Trying to make up for your choice, or, okay. What I saw happened to my PC monitor when I got home. You know, something looks a little fishy here. Someone hacked into my Amazon account and ordered this. I have their name and address. It's in my city. What's the recourse here? I mean, sure, you could just cancel it, but what's the best way of going about reporting someone who stole $232 from you? Or tried to. I just ordered a brand new Nokia N95 motherboard. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. And it came with one of the RF chips broken. Well, get a replacement. I mean, come on, what did they say? Value Furniture refuses to refund my $1,500. I was promised a refund. Now they claim they're unable to refund unless I file a claim with my card holder. The problem is that my debit card has a $1,500 daily limit, so I had to transfer $1,400-ish into my Cash App, which had some money in it. Well, I ended up using my Cash Card to purchase the couch, and Cash App has denied my claim over 10 times with no reasoning. I filed a BBB claim. At this point, I just want my money. Good God, man. Whoo! Everything is weird as hell out here, man. Nothing is protected. The consumer is just worthless, huh? Isn't that great? My coinhabitor? Coinhabitor? I don't know what this is. Sees nothing wrong with this image. Does this and goes to bed to let me find this myself? Oh, do you mean cohabiter? Is that what you mean? Anyway, let's see. Okay. There's the kitty. They're eating or drinking or doing whatever. That's okay. Liquid ant bait. Place bait in areas inaccessible to children and pets. Why? Why might you be asking? I think you know, because this poor cat could eat it and die. But thank you, asshole that also lives with you. Very, very appropriate and cool and not at all irresponsible and loser-ish. Yeah, that's right, loser-ish. I said it, I made that word up. I have to pay a $51 convenience fee just to pay my rent. This is the only way my new landlord will accept rent payments. Is there seriously nothing that can be done in this particular case at all? What would it matter how the rent is paid? If the rent is paid, I'm not questioning the person, I'm questioning the shitty laws that allow this crap to happen. And of course, I agree to a convenience. No, I don't. That's bullshit. Bet that bitch is pocketing at least half of it. How is it legal to only accept one specific method for rent? I should be able to show the fuck up and hand you the money. Cash. Boom. Done. Fuck you. Windows 11 boot loop. I love Windows, man. I caught my 13-year-old son playing Roblox. I sent him to a boarding school and revoked his bed privileges? My family calls me insane. Am I a bad parent? Yes. Any parent that unironically says that you've revoked privileges regarding something like a bed has nothing to do with, oh no, we couldn't afford a bed or something like that. I can be sympathetic to all sorts of things. But saying that you revoked his bed privileges? You're a fucking psycho. And it's not even a wide mouth. The skill, the accuracy, the shame. Truck drivers, please be more responsible with your human waste. Rodney found a full bottle of Diet Mountain Dew in the parking lot this morning and put it back on the shelf, assuming it had fallen off. A couple hours later, an observant customer notified staff that the Mountain Dew appeared to be discolored. We then twisted the cap and realized that the original contents had been replaced with urine. We ask all truckers to dispose of waste properly. That's insane. How can you be that violently disgusting? Nothing. Okay, I can't say nothing. Few things make me as mad as seeing someone leave trash in the fucking parking lot next to their car door. You know, you've seen people do it. Chuck out their window, leave it on the ground, and drive away. But it gets to an ultimate new level when that person leaves their piss in a bottle. Blasted my knee. Worst part is that I'm a goalie for soccer/football. Woohoo! Ouch, dude. Oh, man. Some person I've never met hacked my Facebook and sent themselves over $400 with Facebook Pay. Don't use Facebook MetaPay. Oh, don't worry, dude. I am way ahead of you on that one. This is the experience you get when you pay for a private school. We literally got treated better when I went to a public school. All right, let's see. What do we have here? So I forgot to bring my iPad to math today. Mind you, the school rules don't let you do that. And the school computer plus stylus combo that my math teacher tells us to take, our notes, provided this great user experience. I wrote, this does not work twice. The black is what registered with the computer and stylus, and the yellow is what I could get with my finger, which is infinitely more clunky and awkward. But it's your fault, though. It's your fault. Can you please taste sarcasm? The U.S. Sun back at it again with this effing clickbait that will get people scammed. Oh, I see. I didn't know we had the Sun over here. That's sad. Billions of Gmail, Outlook, Android, and iPhone users issued government warning. Someone left a dirty diaper in a tree at a public park. No. No one left a dirty diaper in a tree. They purposefully placed it there because they didn't want to walk 25 feet to a garbage can. All right? They're in a public park. There are garbage cans everywhere. And I know that that's not always the case, but that's no excuse to go leave a filled diaper in a tree. Yes, a child's motorized car? So basically, my neighbor bought this toy car. The ones that children can sit in with a motor, and I thought, oh, how cute. But he ended up swapping this battery motor for a scaled-down frickin' car engine. He made his own car engine. Yeah, you heard that right. So I hear this guy in his little-ass car going like 30 miles an hour down the road I live on with this hunk of plastic. He does this every day. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, never trust anything anybody ever does. Someone drunk hit and run my parents' parked vehicles and damaged their porch at 3 a.m. the other morning. Wow, that's not even just a hit and run, dude. How many people would consider this totaled? Good God. I really hope insurance didn't go, nah, not our problem. Entitled POS leaves her trash outside before going into the eyelash salon. Oh, man. See, I was just talking about this. Few things make me quite as over-the-top furious as people who think that they get to just leave their garbage wherever they want because they're better than everyone else. You're a pig. That's what you are. These prices where I live. At a Walmart in my town, the fruit usually costs $5 a pound, which is crazy enough. However, on the one next to me, it's $7.29 per frickin' pound. What the hell is happening currently? If that wasn't enough, the gas prices are $6.29 per gallon for diesel and $5.99 for regular. My truck uses a 30-gallon tank that uses diesel. That's nearly $200 for freaking gas. Thank you, America. A lot of people want to blame it on one dude that doesn't directly control the price of gasoline and diesel and fruit. You've seen the stickers. American YouTuber posts video instructing users on how to make $100 a day using a drone. What he showed requires a Part 107 license from the FAA, which he never mentions or appears to have. What he instructs can land you in jail for 3 years. Wait. I need to know what this is. Is this still up? Revenue, $300, expenses, $20 per print, blah, blah, blah. You're just saying shit. Was he filming in a specific area? Because I don't know anything about a... Wait, hold on. You know what? I can solve this problem very easily. Just give me 1 second. I'm not familiar with Part 107. Sorry, I just decided to look it up and read it really quick. The only 2 drones I've ever owned were the Mavic Minis and the Mini Pros, you know, the ones that weigh under 250 grams so they don't require legal registration. Or at least that was the case when I had them. That may be different now, but either way, what a douche. Michigan police can take your car even if you're not charged with a crime. So they get to steal your car. You know, it kind of reminds me of, civil forfeiture? You know? If you're ever moving somewhere, especially across states, don't bring cash at all. Absolutely do not do that. It's not super likely that a police officer will pull you over and take your money, but they do have the legal ability to take all of your money and never give it back. It's pretty cool. This $50,000 wooden puzzle box. I bet it barely costs anything to make this. I'm so freaking mad right now. Whoa. This is $50,000? I would love some evidence of that, okay? What the hell? This looks like a $60 knickknack you'd get at a dumb game shop. Reddit knows my location, even though the app doesn't have permission to use my location. I'm on a work trip, and for the last few days, I'm getting recommendations from locals' subreddits. Subreddits I've never searched for and look at them, okay? I'm even getting ads from local brands. Yeah, even if you've got an iPhone, you know how it says ask app not to track? It's not force app not to, you know what I'm saying? You get to ask, but they always say no. We're gonna do it anyway. Guy rear-ended me and refused to give me his insurance info, so I have to pay to repair all of this myself. I mean, refuse to give you insurance info. Well, just a quick Google search doesn't seem to lend too many answers. But it seems in general, in many states, it is illegal for a driver to refuse to provide insurance. So I guess just get their license plate number, call a lawyer, and get that money out of their asshole then. Newegg price difference. Kingston Value RAM, blah, 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 8 gig, one 8 gig stick for $170. DDR4. $2,400. Okay, hold on. And then a more appropriate price? What the hell, dude? The government can afford to feed impoverished children, but only after they rip them from their families. Y'all don't think it's kind of weird? If you can't afford to feed your kids, CPS will take them, give them to foster care, and pay them to feed them? Oh yeah, the system is completely screwed up. I was taken by CPS once. Yeah, they forced me to stay in a fantastically abusive, cultish Christian foster household. It was super awesome. Wasn't abused there at all, dude. Ooh. Yeah, this makes total sense. This makes total sense. Sure. A stray bullet went through my friend's window and into his mirror while he was in the other room. Epic. What a great place to not feel safe anymore. Local swans nesting on their eggs, now heavily watched by CCTV, by council, due to people and kids throwing shit at them. Oh, isn't that great? Look at that. A bunch of goddamn garbage. That's super cool. Plastic and trash everywhere. Very, very nice. I'm glad swans are mean. They deserve to be, man. I don't know how he even got my Discord info, but some guy from my school I barely know messaged me about a false rumor about me. Hey, Leah, it's blank from math class. Is it true you're pregnant? Hi there, Dingleberry Dipit Smith. I don't know who the hell you are or why you're asking weird questions that wouldn't be any of your business in the first place, but why don't you take a can of liquid death and open it up your butthole? Ah, there we go. Much better. Deleted 2 months of pictures, and I'm extremely sad about that. These are the only backed up images of Lego City, for example. I'm confused as to what's going on. What happened? What, did you delete? Oh, was this like a backup system that broke? I get these scam messages, often worded exactly the same, only with different burner accounts. Hi, dude. Search Jack Paul on Telegram. He sells higher quality crap. Me and some friends buy from him because he's very fast in delivery. How about you die? I hate my freaking school. How much did this cost? I'm not kidding. Name and shame, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man, that is... Wow, Oh, my God. Ow. I'm so sorry. Oh, that was a big gulp. That kind of hurt. I'm sorry. Yeah, how much did this cost? I remember the only reason I was able to eat throughout all of my time at school. The only reason I was able to eat at all is because my mother luckily qualified for a free program that lasted me up until I think my senior year of high school. Then I had to stop eating lunch for the most part. It was really, really cool, and now they don't do that anymore, to my knowledge. I hope they do. But you know how certain groups of people are about letting children eat food because, well, if we give kids free food, that's setting a creepy precedent. You know what I'm saying? Can't have those pesky kids mooching off the government now, can we? Oh, man, I don't know where this voice came from. I'll be real with you, but you know what? It fits, in my opinion. Okay, it fits! Bought a gaming chair on Amazon to prepare for hours of gameplay of Tears of the Kingdom, coming up in 9 days. Waited a week and a half for it to come from one state over. They sent me the wrong chair. What the hell is that chair? Autofull. Something sports chair? Anyway, doesn't matter. You should stand. Yeah, use it in handheld mode only and just pace around your house. Dishes belong in the sink. I disagree. Now, wait. Give me a second. I believe that dishes belong cleaned and put the f*** away. This is coming from somebody that used to have to do the dishes exclusively in several households that he's lived and paid rent in. It didn't last for long, let me tell you. But I think I've ranted about dishes before here. I'm a pretty clean, neat, tidy person for the most part. You know, that rule's not solid. I break it in some areas for sure. My room's dusty as hell, and it does drive me crazy. But nonetheless, dishes don't belong just sitting in the damn sink. Don't let the sink fill up. Don't leave dishes in there overnight. Soaking is bullshit. Just clean the damn things and put them away. My house got flipped. I got home today from Redacted, and people had literally torn open my door. They visited every room, took some of my tools, but damn it, they had to take my suitcase with all my Magic the Gathering stuff. Like, specifically, they couldn't just open it and see it was worthless. No, they just took it. 5 years of deck building ruined. Also, I'm very pissed. I had been to a friend's the day prior and took my favorite hentai to show her, and now it's gone too. So now I have 3 doors to change and a house to guard permanently for 100 euros worth of crap and a hentai. Wait a minute. No, hold on. No one deserves to have their stuff taken. It's just kind of funny that came out of nowhere to me, man. Man, they stole all my Magic cards. I worked really hard on those. Those are important to me. And then my anime porn was stolen. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's bullshit. Again, no one deserves to have their stuff taken from them. Okay? No one deserves to not feel safe in their own homes. God dang it. But that just, I don't know. It caught me off guard. I apologize. 88-year-old Ilda Michelle? Died after nurses accidentally injected chicken soup into her veins instead of her feeding tube. No, that doesn't sound like a goddamn accident to me. Seriously, can you try and work out in your brain how you accidentally inject chicken soup into somebody when they use a feeding tube? Nah, let's just shove this into her arm. Happy Easter, everybody. This douchebag took 9 parking spots at a Golden Corral. What the hell? That seems a little, Interesting. You know what you do, though? You go to the manager running the Golden Corral and say, hey, some dingleberry has taken up nearly 10 parking spots by himself. Someone's grandma was buried the first week of January, and this is the current state of her gravesite. The funeral home wants another $200 to fix it immediately, or else they'll get to it when they get to it. Nope. There's got to be some kind of, court order you can get or something like that. Wait, hold on. When you bury a family member in a plot like this, are you able to go, hey, by the way, this is despicable, we need to move the casket somewhere else? Maybe opt for, I don't know, cremation at that point or something? Or is there some sneaky, creepy bullshit that means, hey, you buried her here, we own her now? Seriously, that's an actual question I have. You may think, oh, that's stupid, but no, the funeral business is a scam. All right, I gave my little cousin my laptop to play with it because I had to go for an hour, and he made over 300 voice recordings. I hit him really hard in the stomach after for voice recordings. He made a few hundred voice recordings and you hit him? Were those voice recordings terabytes in size? Did it ruin your computer? Was it really hard to shift-click all or something like that and get rid of them? You had to physically abuse a kid because, wow, okay, I guess I'm just a little stunned. When parents let their misbehaved kids run around and leave the store like this. Oh yeah, it's pathetic. You're a bad parent if you do that. And just as much of a crappy one if you let your kids get super far away from you, run into people, get in their way, say weird things to them. I get, well, they're kids. Yeah, they are, and they're yours. Take care of them. Rein them in. Be good at your job. Every time I report a fake profile for scams or highly inappropriate content, I get this message back. They all definitely go against the community guidelines. We've reviewed it and found it doesn't go against it. Right. Hell, I had to report a Twitter account the other day for really bad stuff that randomly showed up in my For You page. Really cool. What a great feed. Elon, you're a genius. Oh man, I know nothing's gonna happen. Neighbors threw 2 diapers up my balcony. Good morning to me. Throw them back down? Leave them at their front door? Kind of reminds me, I used to live in a large apartment complex in California for a little while that utilized garbage chutes, so you didn't have to take it down 40 stories or whatever. And I distinctly remember there were quite a few people that lived there that felt that, oh, it doesn't fit down the garbage chute. I'm just gonna leave it in the room. I'm gonna throw my crap all over the floor and leave it there. Explicitly against the rules. They were told not to, and they were warned. So I distinctly remember one time I actually saw the guy who did it. I picked his stuff up, gathered it into the box he left, and put it right in front of his f***ing door. And you know what? I hope that pissed him off. It could have burned my house. I got this wireless charger brand new today, and when I used it for charging for the first time, it damn melted Yankee. It damn melted Yankee? Weird. I also used Yankee power brick. I thought it was compatible. Wait, did you use a separate power brick that okay, so same brand, I'm guessing, is what you're saying? So you thought it was compatible. I actually had a little bit of a goofy incident with thinking that a power brick was compatible myself. Turns out it was rated for, 20 volts or something like that? But the device I was plugging it into was rated for 5, so it kind of lit on fire. Did you double check the power requirements? You know? Dog probably heard a dump truck a mile away and destroyed the dryer duct wall. Jeez. I got my Instagram hacked. Even though I have 2-step verification, the hacker followed over 500 people, and now I can't unfollow them all because of the limit. There's an unfollow limit? Or is it just a generic limit in general, I guess? A generic limit in general. No sh**. Okay, anyway. Great. How cool is that? Nestle being assholes again. Taking water from people in need. Damn, Nestle, huh? That's crazy. Let's see. An emergency was declared in Ontario because the water is too dangerous to drink or shower in. Meanwhile, Nestle extracts 4.7 million liters of water a day in Ontario to sell back to us and makes millions in profit. Share if you agree that this is unacceptable. Please stop doing the share if you agree stuff, please. But you are correct. We should be showing this around. It should be a top news story. I still can't believe Nestle is allowed, regardless of their money, allowed to legally take water and call water not a human right. Man, I tell you, when the day comes, the people running Nestle are going to be very unhappy. We're going to burn that company to the ground, man.
A radio that my parents were going to give me on my birthday got messed up during packaging. Thanks, FedEx. Wow, this is certainly the background labeling of that can. What? But on the bright side, well, there isn't one. I'm sorry. Don't you all hate ants in your monitor?
Oh, buddy, I think you got a few bugs on your computer. Well, actually, they're insects. Shut up!
You're already soaked. You go to the bathroom and, oh, look at that. Can you have a napkin? No. Can you have a tampon?
Also, nope.
It is my birthday and we don't have electricity in the house. In October, we started getting leaks from the upstairs house. The insurance came and determined that they came from the upstairs place, so they needed access there to fix it. The neighbor refused access, so we have been with leaks in our freshly painted home since October. They are everywhere. One of them comes from their toilet pipe. There is literal pee coming out of my wall. We tried talking to her with the mediation of the police, talking to the insurance, etc. Sadly, in Spain, landlords don't have any rights, so she cannot be evicted even if she is destroying the downstairs apartment with her leaks. We sued her in February, but the court is extremely slow in Spain. Today, it happened. We got a new leak in the house. Where? The fuse box. Yep, it was soaking wet and it started chirping. Chirping! We called the insurance panicking and they told us to turn off the fuses. That didn't jump, I don't know why. The emergency electrician came and said that he cannot fix it until the leak is fixed. So we will be until who knows when without electricity. We don't have gas, so we cannot cook or take showers or even lower the blinds. We will need to relocate to a hotel that will cost a fortune and that the neighbor should be paying but won't because the justice system cannot be slower and useless. Today is my birthday and I spent it cleaning water, arguing with the insurance, being blamed by my husband for not doing enough. Oh, bro, wow. In this circumstance, you're gonna play that card. My dinner was a cold sandwich in the dark with a flashlight to see something. God, look, okay, benefit of the doubt. Maybe she wasn't doing enough compared to him, but still, you don't come from that angle. But oh man, I am very aware that in Sydney, where I live, all the freshly made apartments in the last 20 years were made as cheaply and fastly, that's a word, as possible. So I do look forward to 2040, where apartments will be advertised as does not leak as something that's a premium. Wheelchair ramps in Pakistan.
Oh, thanks for that digital x-ray, guys. Well, anyway, I'm off. See ya!
And off he did go, across the road, onto the other footpath, bumping into the curb, and as a result accidentally projecting him into the stratosphere and out into space.
Professor flunks all his students after AI ChatGPT falsely claims it wrote their papers. God damn, even a professor can't seem to fathom the fact that the AI ChatGPT, it's an intelligent moron. Sure, it can come up with anything. You can do anything with it, but it also believes anything you give it. It's like a helicopter-parented 5-year-old with the brain of a quantum computer. Oh, I'm already gonna love this. Real estate agent accidentally sent this to a tenant instead of a landlord. Y'all recall the discussions I had with you earlier in the year about the high-maintenance nature of this particular tenant. Out of all the properties I manage, he has the most maintenance requests and occupies the most of my, and therefore your, time. On one occasion, the aircon, he called every day for 2 weeks. The receptions are sick of him. Oh, we can already establish here. It's not the issue of whether they pay rent or are a good tenant. It's purely because the property manager is annoyed that they have to do their job. Oh no! Oh, as someone who has recently moved into a new place and has dealt with a property manager who was threatening to take some of our bond money because, and I quote, there was dust on a PowerPoint and some dead cockroach markings on the walls about less than a centimeter big. Everything else was spotless, but oh no, those things entail them to have to try and take a few $100s out of our bond. But we fixed it, but point is, they can go flip themselves, and I'm very glad to see this being thrown in their face. In order to play this smooth, I think you should offer to renew the lease, but with an exorbitant increase. I'm thinking of going from $500 to $950 and attribute it to the current rental market. Another thing we should highlight here. It's not actually always the landlords who are the a-holes charging up the rent. It's the property managers trying to get a larger commission and cut. Many landlords I personally know just kind of leave it to the property manager to deal with everything. And that's not even pointing out the fact here that, assuming this is Australia, which I highly doubt it, but still, they can only legally bring it up this much if they're given 2 months notice or they've evicted the tenant already. Like, again,
rent, depending where they live.
Always check your local tenancy laws, folks.
At most, they're allowed to raise it for renewing a lease is 20%.
I don't think we'd get this much if we relisted, but we'd certainly get a bit of a boost, not to mention the peace of mind of having a better tenant.
Translation, a tenant who probably doesn't know their rights and is too scared to actually call about maintenance requests and therefore make the property manager actually do their job.
Current properties are being let within a week or two, so you wouldn't have much to worry about with lost income. If he agrees to the increase, it's a surprise win. Happy to chat. Kind regards, Satan.
Here's the photo for you, editor, of me talking about the cockroach mark that they were trying to think justified them having to clean the entire house.
Discord changed my username without telling me and won't let me change it back. Somehow, someone took my username the second Discord changed it. Does anybody know if I could ever get my username back?
It's extremely clear. Whoever runs Discord does not like you, but they really liked your name. More money, higher fees.
DoorDash discriminates against iPhone users. Okay, but I'd have to wonder, is that DoorDash's fault or is it the result of them trying to compensate for Apple's surcharging?
They are known to take quite a cut with their apps and services. I don't know, someone in the comments might be able to spitball this better with some more thorough advice on the situation, but yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't so much them hating Apple users, but the result of Apple trying to take their cut from them for having the app on their iOS store.
What is the point of the disc? No, you thought a physical copy would be better, that it would go past this whole issue of having to download a bunch of stuff. Aren't you stupid for trusting them to actually make life better for you? Silly, that's not what companies are for.
Though in their defense, I know I'm kind of defending a lot of these things, but still, the base game's been out for a while. There's been a lot of DLC added to the game since then, so,
I kind of understand there being a lot to download still. Vacasa, no heat, we can't help you.
Vacasa, for those who don't know, is more like vacation rentals, kind of like Airbnb, but you'd think better managed.
I sincerely apologize that this is taking so long. Please allow me to make a follow-up right away, and we will be in touch with you once we have an update. Thank you for the patience you have shown thus far.
A few hours later.
Any update? I've been getting that message for 2.5 hours. I've just been told that no local staff is available and I will not be having heat until morning.
This is not the experience we wanted for you. We apologize for the inconvenience caused.
Man, the hotel industry is loving this.
This piece of Schmidt reactionary doing no research and villainizing a conservationist group that trains other conservationists. Literally, an organization designed to teach people how to prevent extinction.
Ooh, a bit of Inception here. We're attacking something that's literally in the subreddit.
Oh, this piece of poopy parent is using a drugged lion for content and views. This is supporting animal abuse.
Look, props to you for caring about animals, especially lions that get drugged up or used for sport. Good on ya. But, maybe if you just took like 30 seconds of your time to actually digest the content they were sharing, maybe you'd realize you're gonna look like an idiot if you posted this in Extremely Infuriating.
YouTube is now wanting you to get premium just to watch a video in higher quality.
Okay, enhanced bitrate. Ooh, my mobile YouTube experience has been so disappointing until you offered me enhanced bitrate.
Okay, I need to Google it, what the hell that is, because unlike all of you, I'm a freaking idiot, but it's apparently just designed to provide users with crisper, more defined visuals. So they just replaced the 1440p option, I guess.
Wow, what an innovation!
Hospital pressures end-of-life palliative care for a woman who later makes full recovery to improve profit.
I love it when the hospitals run for profit instead of literal care. It's an annoying thing because on one hand, that is really scummy of them, but on the other hand,
I sincerely doubt they would do that if they had no other choice because governments aren't properly funding them.
Upstairs neighbor put rat poison in our shared backyard without telling me, and my dog ate it.
Oh, yes, this is actually a thing.
Depending on your local laws, you can actually get back at the neighbor for doing this. Yeah, some rough Googling says apparently you can do a civil lawsuit if you're in America.
If you're in New South Wales like me, you can literally charge them. Great, it's against the law.
Like, oh my god, reading this story on criminaldefenselawyers.com.au. A neighbor left a note threatening to poison their dog because it was barking so much, and then one day the dog's eating some random bone it found in the backyard with a note attached saying your dog has been poisoned by the bone. Your dog is to be poisoned, so much barking, sorry, but no choice, you're fault. The poorly spelled note read. So yeah, hopefully you can find some proof that this is the neighbor's rat poisoning and send them to jail. Not really, but you know, retribution. I have to pay to read about something I was involved in. Oh wow, I bet you're so excited for the opportunity to be invited to work with these people again in the future. The original video of 16 years and a classic has been removed from YouTube. The original viral Numa Numa video has been removed from YouTube. Okay, was it just this one though? I'm questioning because, really paraphrasing my remembering skills here, but I'm pretty sure this person was heavily harassed online or in real life for this video going viral. So sure, we all look back at it now as like a, haha, that was a good time. But I wouldn't say it's the same experience for this guy. Greedflation knows no bounds. Got this quote from Safelight, which was absurd to replace a windshield. Called a local place that was literally 20% as much. Yeah, aside from grocery stores, I feel like a lot of small businesses are going to start getting a lot more customers over the next decade just by how much other places are trying to overly inflate the value of their basic things. I'm losing my mind with the rubbish here. Oh, look, I don't mean to sound old, but I do not doubt for a second it's mostly because of all these skill students. Nukazon scam, a crew seems to do nothing about. So I play Animal Crossing and Nukazon has so many of these stupid scammers who seem like bots. They make listings for random stuff and they all have the same bio, at least 5 reviews, and the reviews say nothing and are for the same product. If a crew sees this, please take them all down. I've reported a few for being a potential bot and it's annoying. Wow, one thing I love about these kind of posts is that you just find out a whole other culture or universe of things happening in other sects of the world. Like, I didn't even know Animal Crossing had a sort of space where you could buy things or even get scammed. Dealership bait and switched me. I bought a car at a dealership. I got the loan through my bank that I have worked with for years. They claimed my loan was approved through my bank. My dad had come with me to prevent me from being scammed. He had to leave early just before they brought in the paperwork. Oh, that is like immediate red flag of the situation. The moment your dad has to leave, they bring out the thing you need to sign. I had been assured it had been through my bank. Now, I get a rejection of loan from Chase Bank. I got confused and checked the paperwork, and apparently they put the loan through Chase, who then rejected it because my husband doesn't have credit. My bank approved it because I have a long-standing account, yet they still threw it through Chase. Now that Chase rejected it, I don't know what to do. Okay, I'm gonna need someone intelligent in the comments to digest this for me. So you organized a loan through the dealership to get a car, but the loan was rejected because they went through the different bank. Like, it's not like they've taken money, have they? Have they? A short story on my uncle. My uncle's ex-wife, who used him to get a child, then after getting pregnant, proceeded to try to get him killed or arrested. They eventually separated.
Aw, but why? They sounded so happy together.
But my uncle still wants to raise his daughter. He's a great uncle and an even better father figure. He does drink a lot back then, but as soon as his now ex-wife got pregnant, he stopped drinking by 90%. She used it against him, but personally, I know he wouldn't even hurt anyone physically. Maybe he'll throw a few swears around, but nothing physical. Note, they have a custody contract for the kid for 1 week each parent. Well, that seems rather equal, doesn't it? They both have responsibility over the child, they both get to see it once a week. Oh, wait, what's this? Spoiler, the mother refuses to show the child to my uncle. We unfortunately can't do anything because the ex is the treasurer of the city and she's close with the mayor. With the mayor, and she has a brother who's a cop. That does seem like a nightmarishly uphill battle, but all the more satisfying when you see her kingdom crumble. If the sign says closed, oh, I think we know where this is going. If the sign on the door says closed, it does not mean walk right in like we are open. I do not come to your place of business or work and expect you to open early for me. I respect that you have certain hours that you are opening. I cannot lock the door due to other employees still showing up. But it's okay for you to walk in right in 20 to 30 minutes before the sign on the door clearly states, then you just come into the restroom. The truck stop is open 24/7. Go there! Jeez, have some respect, people.
Not really a discussion, but extremely infuriating. I paid full price for Minecraft Java and Bedrock Edition, but Microsoft will only let me play Bedrock.
Oh, I am so glad I'm not the only one who was suffering this for a while. Like, what the hell? I bought Minecraft on the actual website years ago, but can't use that one. Had to buy it at the Microsoft store. Oh, but that's the wrong one! Somehow!
Went to buy Minecraft on my PC because all my other Minecraft running devices are outdated, so I bought the Java plus Bedrock bundle. I installed the launcher and downloaded both. Bedrock works fine as ever, but when I try to open Java, instead of a green play button, I get a green buy now button. I've done every trick in the book. Both were in my Xbox library, but whenever I tried to open it from there, it brought me to the launcher and back to the buy now button. I clicked on support, and you want to know what the advice was?
Well, buy another one.
I am freaking livid. There is apparently no way to refund it due to technical limitations.
Oh, mate, have I been there?
I am never buying another Microsoft product again. From now on, I am gonna get all my games from Steam because they don't do bullshit like this. I caught my son sleeping without my permission.
How should I punish him? Resting? When you've only just now learned how to walk? Disgusting. Out of bed. Here's your chimney sweeper. Get up there.
Michigan woman charged with caring for wildlife without permit. Animals killed by state officials.
Please tell me I need to research this if she was actually warned beforehand.
Okay, here's the justification.
These fluffy fellas all had things that would make them not really survive in the wild anyway, like being a one-legged crow or apparently a
half-blind raccoon with Down syndrome?
And apparently in the past, when they've released these sort of animals back in the wild, they've just caused a nuisance both for the wildlife and for humans around. Disease and attacking people, you know. But that's not what's changing my mind, it's this. She was apparently warned by the Department of Natural Resources for over a year. They didn't just turn up and kill the animals, they were warning her, hey, you need the permits to get approval so we know you are definitely doing the right things here when you take care of these creatures.
So unless there's other details I'm missing, this is kind of on you. I was once again stolen from. 12 euro stolen. Frick my life.
Okay, what is up with PayPal? Does anyone have good stories regarding PayPal? Because I'm always seeing people get scammed through it.
This dog owner. The dog was struggling to not fall out of the truck bed.
Jeez, not even a gate at the back? I'm dumb. There's like a compilation of bad suggestions I'm making in this video, but
sometimes people deserve their dog stolen, just saying. Trying to book a cruise as a surprise for my wife's birthday or our anniversary in a few months. Every cruise I attempt to book has ended up having taxes and fees that are higher than the actual subtotal, effectively doubling the on-sale price.
Holy schmackadoodles!
Well, it's very understandable, actually. See, the fees go towards every discount we make, and that takes a lot of time to create that, advertisement, and so we've got to get that money back somehow. It's just equivalent exchange. My manager posted a tab of an upcoming song publicly without my permission.
Hey, I posted the tab you given me earlier on Songster. What? Bro, why?
Why are you so mad?
Because the tabs are supposed to be private. Can you delete it?
I don't know how to.
Dude, why did you think this was a good idea?
While we were cleaning out our house of junk, my brother decided to get rid of a bunch of old VHS tapes and my parents' vinyl collection. The VHS tapes had all kind of stuff on them, like classic cartoons, 90s TV show tapings, some movies that I loved rewatching, and there were a bunch of other tapes I hadn't even seen yet. My parents also had a great taste in music and some awesome vinyls that hadn't been used too much, so they were in amazing condition in the sleeves and everything. Some even have that little sheet of paper that came inside it. I don't know how I nor my parents didn't bring themselves to physically stop him from doing that. It was like he had us temporarily hypnotized, just long enough to do it with his psychological mumbo-jumbo about minimalism and bullshit. I think back to that loss at least once a month, if not week, if not day. It ticks me off so damn much. He just said we need to get rid of it because we're not using them. It's not a good reason though. It didn't help the area be less messy. There's still a bunch of junk down there that still needs to be gotten rid of. He just threw out the good stuff instead. Plus, we could have condensed the VHS tapes and put them on a DVD or hard drive first. That takes up barely any space at all. All of those tapes could have fit on a freaking thumb drive, for Christ's sake. This man sounds like someone who preaches minimalism but throws out one thing and thinks he's done enough. This feels like theft. I tried to buy a dishwasher back in May from the Blue Hardware store in the US since I had some gift cards that I hadn't used and my dishwasher was starting to die out on me. I bought next day shipping with an email confirmation that it was in stock and would arrive the next day. I got a call first day that it wouldn't arrive next day, but next week. In the 3 weeks waiting for the new dishwasher, my old one finally kicked it. I called them. Not only do they not have the dishwasher in stock, they don't know when the next shipment would arrive. We're talking they can't even give me a timeline. They've just been chilling with my cash and hoping I didn't figure it out. I asked them to cancel the order and refund me. This was about a month ago. I tried to push for cash back instead of the gift cards for the portion that was paid with them because I don't want to shop there anymore, but their policy is not to swap gift cards for cash. I would have hoped their policy was not to scam customers into purchasing items they don't or won't have in stock. I decided not to wait on the gift cards and purchased my dishwasher from their competitor. It arrived the same week. Oh, well, come on, drop the name. Since canceling with Blue Hardware, not only have I not received my gift cards back, several hundreds of dollars, but they have tried to recharge my credit card not one, not two, but 3 times. This month for the dishwasher they don't have. I just called my credit card company to block them from future charges. I'm considering freezing the account until this is resolved. This feels like theft, and I needed to vent. Yo, this is coincidentally something I'm actually dealing with right now too. I have just recently noticed on my bank statements that I've been charged some sort of monthly fee with rental rewards, which was a rental payment system from a place I already moved out from back in late 2019. So, life lesson, if you ever have to rent somewhere that requires a third-party payment system, no, legally they have to give you a free option. Okay, maybe a little less infuriating than you'd think, but my math teacher scheduled a test for the day before school ends. Our math teacher hates us. That is the conclusion I have drawn. Can confirm your teacher hates you. If you open a packet of chips like this, you are a psychopath. What have I done? School double charged me, even though I called 3 days ago to make sure this wouldn't happen and got verbal confirmation. Says they can't do anything about it, and I'll have to dispute the charge when it posts.
Oh my, okay, I was thinking maybe like a $50 excursion trip fee or something, but wow.
How my frozen waffles toast every time. You get 2 options, freezing cold or
Tonight we feast like kings! With little itty-bitty portions. Eat up now, children. It's all we can afford.
In case it's not clear, this is chicken breast sliced so thinly you won't even taste the awful price. It's in Quebec, Canada. $6.37 Canadian for 292 grams or about a 3/4 of a pound of chicken. Okay, let me... Okay, I was curious. I just wanted to convert the Australian dollar to Canadian just to see the price difference. $21 a kilo for your chicken. You know what it is in Australia for Canadian dollars? It will be $8.84 a kilo. So it's okay. That's at a major grocer. I'm sure at a premium butcher, it's more like 15 Canadian dollars. You know, it's close. It's closer. EDU sites can be stupid too. When did the Golden Gate Bridge collapse? The Golden Gate Bridge collapsed during the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. Afterward, the engineers studied the bridge's failure and concluded that it was due to high winds. Engineers designed a new bridge adjacent to the old one with stiffer and thus less flexible suspension cables, more distance between these cables and roadway, more towers on the shoreline on both sides of the bridge that also served as anchors for long diagonal cable bracing, and lightning rods. Yeah, for the uninitiated, construction on the first and only version of the Golden Gate Bridge began in 1933.
Are you sure? This source says otherwise.
Some people just left all this trash here at a bus stop. Don't need to be Sherlock Holmes to figure out what age these people were.
My Super Mario Brothers game and watch. Dog in a hot car with the windows rolled up. Yay! It was an old dog too, looking at me with those old dog eyes.
Oh my god, it was
Bad enough you mention it's a dog, but it's frail too? Maybe the purge is a good idea. I tried unlocking all the doors, but they were locked. I wanted to break a window, but didn't think I could. I went into the grocery store there and started yelling, "Anyone own a gray Toyota?" It was at that point a little boy approached me with a plush Yoda doll, so I slapped him. No, I went to the manager's desk and asked if he could make an announcement. Just then, an old guy at the counter looked up, looked at me, and turned to leave. I followed him, and sure enough, it was his car. I just stood there. There was 100 things I wanted to yell at him, but I just watched him lower the windows and drive away. I'm still shaking. When I saw the dog in the car, I expected the windows would be cracked a little, but no, all rolled up. A dark gray car too. Like, I feel for that dog. Hope it doesn't happen again. Like, what do you do in a situation like that? It was 90-something degrees out. My car said 105 inside. I feel bad for the old guy too. I mean, he may have forgotten the dog was in the car. It honestly looked like he might live in the car with the dog. Jeez, I'm starting to shake again. Glad I've found the owner and I hope the dog is okay, but I feel sick over it. Thanks for listening. I don't know about you, but now whenever I see the term "I was shaking" or "I'm shaking," it comes across as lol. It's certainly a phrase or a statement, but I don't honestly believe they actually are laughing out loud. Still, it is nice this person actually considers that maybe this person's age and living situation did make them a bit forgetful about the safety of their pet. In before someone who owns a pet in the comments,
How could you forget about the safety of your pet? You don't have to die.
my parents no longer want our family dog. Okay, if pets are the theme for today's video, I'm not gonna have a good time. To this day, I'm afraid to own a bird, even though I love birds because of just how irresponsible I was as a 5-year-old. Anyway, let's read a fun story that makes us want to punch walls. I'm 22 female, and my parents are getting rid of our 7-year-old German/Australian Shepherd mix. We've had her since 2017. How dare you bring to light that is technically 6 years ago. How dare you? They don't like her smell, they rarely give her a bath, her shedding, or the sound of her licking herself. Basically, they aren't dog people at all. Now, I absolutely love my dog and feel deeply connected with her. She sleeps with me every night I'm home. I'm in a completely different state for temporary work until November. When I move back, I have plans to stay with my parents, so I can't take my dog then. My mom says she'll only give her to someone she knows and never the shelter, but I don't know. I'm extremely heartbroken. I'm hoping that I can get her back when I have my own place, but I'm at a loss right now. I love her like a human being.
Oh, is your dog responsible for a lot of planetary devastation, is it?
I believe that once you adopt an animal, you are responsible till they pass away. Obviously, there are certain cases where animals need rehousing, but not after 6 years. I actually really do like that sort of moral responsibility. Props to you for having that. It's a shame when some people treat their pets like an accessory item more than an actual living creature they should tend to. Just like footballs. What's the word? Babies. Sorry, wrong word. Got this frantic text early in the morning. Dad has my back. I'm 20, by the way, and she kicked me out of her house already.
Opie, your mom is going through all of your financial and banking activity, including Venmo. And like I told you before, she's asking a lot of questions. Like I've asked you since you arrived, call USAA today. Not tomorrow, today.
I just love how this father's style of support is,
Listen here, you little shit. I love you and I care about you. Now get off your ass.
Change your password and access. Open up a new bank account with only you having access to it. Go here and change your direct deposit to your new account.
And this, boys and girls, is why whenever you owe your friend money, you make sure you transfer the money with the description being something really obscene, confusing, disturbing as well. That way your parents are either too horrified by your life choices to bring it up as an issue, or they're too uncomfortable to read it. Home attendants take over dead 103-year-old woman's New York City pad. Threaten to flush her ashes? What? So I'm assuming these 3 younger people in the photos are basically, they've taken over someone else's property because what? How dare this woman pay you all to do your jobs? What a sad thing to realize that many people who possibly get into the work of nurse care and such aren't actually in it because they, care about people, but because they like the power. Remember to call your grandparents kids, let them feel connected to you. After finding out everything is failing on my PC, I found this too. too. I will never find this little emoji character on this screen to be anything less than bullying. How dare you give me that face? No, stop it. Stop mocking me in how I should emotionally feel about you. Oh, your device ran into a problem and needs to restart. We're just collecting some error info, then we'll restart it for you. No, you won't. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to be fair, in all of our defense, we shouldn't feel too sorry for this person. If you notice the top of their keyboard there at the bottom of the image, I feel like this is a dinosaur computer. If that's the keyboard you still have, I don't doubt the computer you still have is equally as prehistoric. Think I'm wrong? Let me know in your comments down below, but keeping up the theme of extremely infuriating, I won't read them. Now, there's another image that's this. I'm not sure what part of the computer this is, so I'm just gonna call up my good friend Lexi to give us the rundown on what's going on here. Hey, Lexi. Yeah, you're a tech person. What's this? Oh, right, okay. And so that connects to that. Okay. Yeah, thank you, bye. Right, so according to her, it's off, you idiot. I'm sick of explaining this shit to you. Why is it that I can't get a moment of peace on my headset without my mom angrily interrupting me? Every time I put on my headset to listen to music, play games, chat with my friends, learn something, etc., whenever my mom has to call out for me, she literally begins to yell at me whenever I have a headset on. And at that point, my moment of peace gets completely destroyed and it turns into chaos. It happens all the time and it's annoying me. I'm a 15-year-old male and honestly, I can't even enjoy privacy without my mom ruining it. My dad understands that I need peace and he is a great, calming father, but he does nothing about it. Yeah, it sounds like your dad's just learned to live with it, which is not at all a healthy thing to do. But that said, he clearly has a lot of experience with your mother, so it seems like this is probably the best course of action to tolerate her. So you have fun with that realization Mummy's never going to change, and take solace in knowing that you're gonna not feel bad at all sending her to a retirement home. That said, as someone who once existed as a young teen male, I do kind of agree with this comment, as harsh as it sounds. Just talk with your mom about it instead of complaining on the internet and not doing anything about it. Which brings us to the alternate consideration of the perspectives. Maybe your dad's not doing anything because he actually knows your mom's more in the right here because you constantly require being yelled at to get your attention because you're always escaping with your headphones, which, okay, you're allowed to do, but when you're doing it all the time instead of doing your chores, it's understandable why your mom resorts to yelling to get your attention to do things. Again, if you think I'm wrong though, let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. But keeping up with the theme of this subreddit, I want everyone to respond to these kind of comments, doubling down on devil's advocate, even if you are clearly in the wrong. Had to pay to use a public restroom in St. James Park in London. It's like this to keep homeless people out. I would be tolerant of this if you got refunded the money after use. Like, the whole point of a public restroom is something that you as the public get access to because you pay your taxes. Like, nah, I don't think my public services should be considered a premium product. It's like you're punishing citizens for not peeing in the park.
Please don't go to Petco.
Otherwise, you'll turn into lizards! No, wait, no, hang on. Observe the circles. Saw these malnourished, mistreated beardies with what looks like fungus growing on their bodies? Oh, God. Extremely disturbing that Petco would treat these animals like this. I've emailed their ethics department, but I'm just honestly so disgusted that they would even sell these poor animals at this point. Yeah, wow, okay, I, out of curiosity, Googled more into this, and just looking at images alone of bearded dragons, let's just put it up side by side if we could, please, editor, please, love you. Mwah. So on this side, a standard bearded dragon, what it should look like, and on the other side, these ones that look like skeletons. I honestly would not be surprised if that middle one is dead. I know that's kind of dark, but wow, Petco, what is going on, bro? Piles of trash right outside my building. So many people not knowing how to lift a lid. Come on, people! Just use your arms! You have two of them! This isn't dumbbells at the gym! My roommate's partner pees on the toilet seat? Oh, no. I hope it's not, but I know it's going to be a man. I live in a student accommodation apartment with 5 girl roommates. Obviously, as uni students, we get a lot of visitors. It's whatever. Until he leaves pee all over the toilet seat. And I've assumed they have a woohoo Now, one, I've brought it up to the roommate that it's extremely disgusting and unhygienic, especially for us girls that still need to sit down on the toilet. Two, I've even provided alcohol wipes with my own money and put them right next to the toilet for people to wipe down the seat. Three, I've put up sticky notes in the bathroom to remind people to wipe. Oh, when it's gotten to that point, honestly, it's a lost cause. Like at that point, you literally just need to shame them in front of everyone. I know that's a harsh thing to do, but in this circumstance, you are beyond the age of 10. I learned that Schmidt when I was 8. Like, come on, boys. Now, I don't have a woohoo, yeah, woo, but surely it's not that hard to miss. And even if you do, surely you see that you left a few drops, so you wipe it away? Another note, my other roommate and I know that it's him, because our rooms are in close proximity, and we can make out who comes in and out of their rooms. And every time there's been patinky-tink, it's always from their room. The patonkely-donkety is also near the lid, so there's no way, unless your vachinyanye is doing flips, that if you're sitting, you're getting it on the seat where your thighs are touching. Is pen licenses still a thing at schools? Because I think we need a new one. We need standing when you pee licenses. That said, any teacher who doesn't immediately resign upon being given responsibility over said licenses, I think we should call the police on. Immature teen, dropped my phone after I denied his permission to play a stupid game on it. A day later, dead pixel cluster appears. Now, I'm not saying you should keep that person close in your social circle for months on end till they definitely forget about this interaction, only for you to then ask for their phone to play some games on it and purposely smash it or throw it over a bridge. I'm just, don't do that. Would be extremely effective at teaching them a lesson. The city of Russell in purchased a Corvette for their local school's police officer. Does this city have only one school for a single police officer to be in? This is... Wow. Dude must have had some hard evidence of their misdoings to get this sort of payout. Reusing plastic containers is apparently poverty mindset. Dear Africans, this is called disposable. When you're done using it, you throw it in the bin. Keeping this at home means you have a poverty mindset. Oh, look, the trash is jealous that what they consider trash is actually considered reusable to some. I guess they're not used to that sort of experience, so they're lashing out. There, buddy. You'll get a second Tinder date one day. Was told to post this here. Was going on a family cruise trip. Flight got delayed from 4:30 to 6:50. Flight got delayed from 6:50 to 9. Flight got delayed from 9 to 11:30. Then flight got cancelled. Now we missed the cruise and waited at the airport for 7 hours for nothing. Ooh, this wins. This gets the trophy. Let's give them a trophy for this one. Well done. Congratulations. You have officially won a card that entitles you to 1 free hour of thrashing at everything around you with no consequence. Just please don't use this at a daycare. It scares the children. New York is giving the Buffalo Bills $850 million in taxpayer funds for a new stadium, the biggest pro sports subsidy of all time. Note, 3 days ago, New York announced a $800 million cut to children and family services. Hey, you wanna know a fun little fact? It's really cool. The Bills owner is worth $5.8 billion.
Considers their assets. It's not just like the money they have in their bank account.
Gee, if only there was a way one could sell assets as a way of using that money to then build something better for a larger investment. Today, I found out my 7-year-old daughter really did lie about my husband's other girlfriend as revenge for being grounded, and that he never cheated on me at all. We're well into our divorce proceedings, and he won't forgive me for not believing him when he denied it. Frick my life. I try not to be one who believes in punishing a child for all of eternity, for ruining your life as they are growing people and, they make mistakes, but, sometimes you just come across an exception. Girlfriend and I found this on our lawn. If you have any more yard sales, you will get more bricks. Well, time to hand this over to the police and easily figure out who of the neighbors it's gonna be. Considering they had the stupidity to put in handwriting, it's not gonna be that hard to find out who.
Oh, well, that was nice of them to offer free bricks to sell at future yard sales.
Oh, there it is. There's the truth of it all. They're just being aggressively friendly. Hello, neighbor. Allow me to gift you this furnishing for all your yard sales. Give it a nice aesthetic look as they come and pry at your wares. My brother Dam damaged my $200 controller. Well, wait, hang on. Controllers cost $200 now? What does what does it do? Does it feed you for yourself? Oh, wait, I just Googled it. I have that one. Okay, crisis averted. No, it turns out I got it on a sale. Okay. I will just say, anyone curious on getting this controller themselves, it's currently collecting dust in my drawer. Just get a $50 one. It's just as good. Anyway, my 9-year-old brother constantly uses my controller, and sometimes without my permission. I tell him that if he damages it, then he can't use it anymore. And sure enough, he damages it. It's the L button on an Xbox controller, which I use often. I took it back and said that he has to use his own controller, or his mouse and keyboard. Then he cried and went to my parents saying that I hit him. I explained everything to my parents, and they said that I have to share. Of course they did, because they don't want to have to deal with teaching the child anything. Note, sharing the $200 controller, which I bought with my own money. I let him borrow it again, and now he acts like it's his, because he gets angry and infuriated when I want to use the controller, my controller. If you're wondering, I'm 15. I turned 16 in August of 2023, and I'm from Norway. Now, edit, I can't hide or lie that I sold it, because I use it frequently, and my parents track how much money I have. Now, I'd love to consider in a perfect world, you can make the argument of, well, okay, since my brother is your child, and your child is going to break my property as a, person who spent their own money on this sort of thing, then when it gets broken, you as the parents should have to pay for it. But of course, if your parents are ones to enforce you to share this $200 item to a child who clearly damages and doesn't respect it, we can most certainly believe these parents aren't at all willing to pay up for it. You're currently at that age in your life where parents and adults are rather hypocritical towards you. You're both too young to be respected and considered an equal adult, but also you're expected to by now learn to be an independent adult. When people leave hotel rooms like this. Oh, that hasn't even been eaten. It's been sliced. Why? Did they even eat any of it? It's just on the floor. What the I think this guest alone is going to ruin the hotel industry in terms of how lenient they are with their cleaners dealing with your schmidt. Oh, it's interesting. That's oats? Chocolate cocaine. And personally brought alkaline water with electrodes or electrolytes. That's okay. We've got an influencer. Well done. Look at that. Guy in my hometown doesn't care if he shoots someone on accident.
Female seen 2 males running woods behind her house, shot several rounds in air to scare them. Officer is asking gun to be secured. I'm the victim here.
Jeez, Glenn, fire in the ground, not in the air. Lucky they weren't charged. And how does Glenn take this call to be a lot more safer with such a dangerous weapon?
I'll do what I want. Y'all do what y'all do.
Glenn, you're not very bright. People get killed from random bullets coming back down. Not to mention holes in roofs and cars. Don't be ignorant of basic things like gravity.
Eric, did I ask you anything?
And Olivia, it's called warning shots for a reason. Shaking my damn head. The mental capacity of people these days.
Glenn has a great point to Eric there, though. He wasn't asking a question. He was just complaining onto the internet, into the ether, hoping everyone would side with him. Like the true, strong, alpha male patriot he is. He wants a little pat on the back and a lollipop saying,
"You're a good boy. You know everyone's wrong. You're right."
The contractor installing hood vent broke the glass, and when confronted, said that I broke it when I wasn't even home. Even showing video evidence of him moving it, propping it on the glass, still denying that he and his team broke it. Oh, no, that's just the aesthetics, mate. Yeah, the shattered glass look is all the rage these days. It's like rich people who wear torn jeans. It's fashion. It's hot to be poor. Nail glue in my... Alright, place your bets now. Where's it gonna be? So, long story short, I was putting on some fake nails and it came with nail glue. I was naked. I had just gotten out of the shower, and then I did my nails. Some glue dripped on just my pubic hairs. I was gonna cut that off, but I had forgotten. An hour later, I put my pants on and then everything started burning. I immediately went into the shower, stood there for 20 minutes, clipped some hair off and used wipes to clean, but I am now sitting on the toilet because I can't really control when I pee, and I'm peeing like every 2 minutes, and it freaking burns like nothing I've ever felt before. So that's called chlamydia. The closest thing to it is feeling like it is a UTI. There you go. But still, extremely bad. Please, I need advice. I don't know how to make this go away. You know, I don't think this is extremely infuriating as it is just face palming. In order to stop Siri from collecting data from apps, you have to disable it individually for each and every one. Oh, no. This strenuous effort you have to go through is a detail, it's a feature. This complexity is one of the greatest features that Apple is notorious and famous for. Just, you know, the fact you can do so much with them, and they're so versatile, unlike those Windows and Android phones. Thanks to Apple, you too can enjoy Bloons Tower Defense 6 Plus, but maybe you want Siri to listen on you as you're playing Bloons Tower Defense 6, so, you know, they offer that for you. Oh, thanks, Apple. So good.
What the is this?
Anti-homeless public utilities. Because why provide private spaces where homeless people to comfortably sit and rest when you can just ban them and pretend they don't exist? Yeah, they really don't want anyone to sleep on it.
Or sit. Whose butts can fit the mold to that? None do.
Someone let their dog poop on the seat in a train and covered it with a bag. What the Oh my god. Looks like somebody is too used to implying that their dog is a fellow human and then realized they badly realized how wrong they were. I can't drive at the speed limit without being bullied. I am constantly being tailgated for driving at the speed limit. I get people honking or flipping me off because of it. All I'm doing is cruising along at the maximum speed the law allows. I'm being put in danger for doing the right thing. Look, I get people passing me on solid yellow lines and on the shoulder. I'm just tired of being made to feel like a bad guy when I'm the one doing what I'm supposed to. Oh, worse yet, when the predominant lane, I guess in Australia it's the left lane, when that one's just chock-a-block with people going 20 k's under the limit, yeah, okay, I'm gonna speed to the actual limit and go on the right lane and speed up past them. Oh, but oh no, someone in a van behind me wants to go like 20 k's over the limit and I'm ruining their day because they can't break the law. Fun fact, as someone who used to be late to work very consistently, I tested this myself. If you speed a consistent 10 k's over the limit, it will only cut off a maximum of 5 minutes. And that's after driving for over an hour on a clean motorway, like no bumper to bumper. So please, if you have a tendency to think you need to speed to get somewhere on time, just leave earlier. The amount of times you could catch up from being 30 minutes late is like winning the lotto. Posting stickers on other people's gravestones. Damn, religious nutcases at it again to attempt to make people convert to them, but really just making people frustrated by them even more. Oh gee, these people desecrated my partner's gravestone to advertise. Oh well, I'm so motivated to convert to them now. Specifically converting their bodies through a nearby window. My stomach has been burning for a month and a half and nothing relieves it. That is it. That is the post. Sorry, that's... I shouldn't laugh at that, but that's really funny delivery. And it's asking the obvious questions, but nonetheless, very important. Have you tried going to the doctor? Because this sounds like a doctor visit thing. If you're a woman, remember to bring your doctor visit bingo sheet so you can tick off whenever they blame things on you just having your period. This is absolutely stupid.
Account recovery. To help keep your account safe, Google wants to make sure it's really you trying to sign into your account. An email with a verification code was just sent to the literal account you're trying to recover. Go on. Enter the code. Do it. Do it, loser. You stupid.
This Kraken is giving my daughter's farm school a 1-star review and threatening to sue because his innocent little daughter brought a teenager to my sister's room while they were changing their clothes. Wow, this man even has legitimate devil horns. So real. And their name is definitely D's Nuts. Incredible.
1 star. Don't even think about taking your children to that place. My 8-year-old daughter was attacked by a girl named Red who was not illiterate. She gave her several strong hair pulls. After asking the tutors for explanations, they have left my daughter a liar when the poor thing did nothing. Alleged the scoundrels that my daughter had broken the rules by letting a child into the room, and that was a lie. That should be monitored by the incompetence of the camp. A shameful place, and I plan to take legal action as a lawyer that I am. Do not take your children there. They will spend the worst experience experience of their lives.
I like that you can tell that either the daughter didn't mention or the father is avoiding to bring up the fact that this girl was bringing a teenager into a room where girls were getting changed. I guess it is harder to sue someone if you give all the facts. My dad lost his Candy Crush data and it wiped every level he had beaten. To start this complicated story, my dad had about 10,000 something levels beaten, and one day, my sister's phone starts getting a big lump on its back, like it started swelling. Oh, congrats, it's pregnant. My dad ended up getting her a new phone, coincidentally on her birthday, and he decided his was old too, so he got himself a new one too. As he was driving back home, he hoped he kept his data after realizing he got a new phone. Sure enough, he gets home and we watch in fear as he turns on the phone to a tutorial of the game and realized he lost 8 years of data. He showed no emotion about it and said it was fine, but nobody really talked to him about it that day. Text now paywalling me for 2-factor authentication.
Lock in your number. Verification code messages can only be received securely with our lock-in number feature. Tap the button below to lock in this number and get instant access to verification codes, only available on mobile. This feature that's currently becoming the minimum standard for all services in order to secure your personal data, well, you're gonna have to pay for it.
When your landlord charges you for normal repairs and maintenance, including a tree hit by lightning and me calling code enforcement on him. Wow. I love that his logic here is like, oh, well, if you weren't renting this place, then the lightning wouldn't have struck that tree and I never would have had to clean it up. That's right, I think our tenancy agreement affects the weather. Getting these scam texts recently trying to bank off the terrible rate of wildfires in my area. People's lives are being ruined, and we only got rain yesterday for the first time in months.
Fire incentives. You've received $405.89 Canadian Interaki transfer for wildfire incentives throughout the province. You know, if you want to securely see your funds, come here, come on, look at us, we're the Ministry of Finance. Yeah, trust us.
Here's an interesting one. People have TVs when they aren't allowed. I live in a homeless shelter with a no TV rule, as they have a communal TV in a room, although said TV doesn't work and only gets 2 channels. My mom has seen someone with a projector in their room, and in the room right next to ours is a TV, like an actual TV. And there are many other rules others have broken, and yet they don't get caught. It's just really infuriating. Oh, that is infuriating. Though, I would argue, not as infuriating as the person who was trying to hammer down a rule which is, meant to only be in place and alleviated by the fact, hey, there's a communal TV, but what's this? You literally admit that the communal TV doesn't work. Like, please, try this again, and this time try to come across less like you're just jealous. So what? Let them watch TV. As long as they aren't blaring it at 2 a.m., you have no reason to care. But they are actively breaking the rules of the shelter. The shelter doesn't allow TVs at all. Why do you care if they're breaking the rules? How does it affect you? Let's remember here, too, these are all fellow homeless people. That TV is probably for many of them just their life's work of an investment like a Bugatti. Hey, you elongated muskiness. Well, what new fun feature are you adding to Twitter? Oh, sorry. X. Block is going to be deleted as a feature, except for DMs. When someone wants to advocate for open dialogue and conversation, you usually imply that that is only for people who are actually capable of open dialogue and conversation. Contrary to popular belief, most of the time we block people who lack that ability and are just annoying. And you want to take that ability away. You want the loudest, screechiest, and most annoying of us to have an equal footing online as the people who actually use their brain for cognitive function. Okay, sure, man, you do you.
Came home to this. They know what they did. Oh, do they? All right, they look guilty. What did they do? They ripped what the hell? Is your door finished with paper? How'd they do that? Okay, I'm going to do my best. I'm really gonna try, because being angry is a great way to die young. And I don't know if dying young is what I really feel like doing today. So, let's see what happens. My neighbor sprayed persistent herbicide into my property, killing my trees and native shrubs. Can you file a lawsuit? Because she killed your... I don't know, would you consider a plant a pet? I know some people might, but I mean, it's your possession, your property, and they killed your property, right? So like, what do you do? What do you do? I asked a couple to pick up their dog's poop. The woman picks it up and smears it on my I don't know why I was about to say front porch, you know? Every house has one of those, a front porch. But anyway, if you're this type of person, I guess get hit by a blimp. Twitter account advocating for the erasure natural predation? What? Herbivorize predators. What? Whoa. Whoa, wait a minute. Are you serious? Is this real? Imagine messing with nature because you can't accept the cruel nature of reality, and the food chain is crucial for environmental balance. Look, I hate seeing predators eat the prey on documentaries as much as the next person. Always hated that as a kid, right? It's not pretty, it's not fun, doesn't make you happy. Of course not. But it's nothing personal. A lion is not killing another animal to eat it because it thinks it's a jackass or stupid or lame or whatever. It's doing it because it has an innate need to, I don't know, survive. This is our bedroom now, in our newly adapted apartment. Newly adapted? What does that mean? Did you mean painted? What? You know what? I'm a little bit confused. But cool bedroom, man. You have to sleep on the tarp? Oh, okay, sorry. No. I'm just kidding. There's some context. Don't worry. In expectation of a storm and heavy rain tonight. Damn, the roof of this building and our upstairs neighbor, crazy woman whom we cannot convince to let us fix the issue coming from her place, just needed to vent because our newly adapted apartment is being destroyed after we just recently finished adapting it fully. P.S. Don't mind the tag. Had to select something. There's no just venting to pick. You know? I just have a really, really annoying feeling. If the problem is coming from someone else's apartment, I don't think you should have the right to say, no, you're not allowed to fix the issue that's destroying your shit. I mean, I think I'm a pretty normal person, and if my downstairs neighbors were like, hey, there's a really, really, really bad problem that is emanating from your apartment, we've confirmed it with every worker in the world to figure this out. It's gotta be coming from you. Do you mind if we check? Because you're destroying our home. You know what I'd do? Oh, yeah, come on in. Let's take a look. We'll find it together. We'll work on this. Not go yourself. I guess you sucks to suck, loser. The full American experience. A story in 2 pictures. Pay off loan, immediately get punished. Oh, man. Oh, man, this stuff. Ooh, I could go on a rant for like 8 hours about how this affects me on the regular. The entire idea of paying off a loan, even if it's just like a month early, and then you lose 12 to 30 points. The last time I paid off my credit card in one fell swoop, I lost 25 goddamn points from my credit score. This ridiculous. This system, I think we know why this system exists, where it came from, who invented it, and why they invented it. We're not going to talk about that today for sure, but you might want to look into it. Just saying, the credit score, the entire concept, complete bullshit. Bumble BFFT, X's and micro cheat? What is micro cheating? Can we actually, here, editor, can we get a bunch of generic cartoon sound effects? Because that's what it felt like to fucking read that post. Bumble BFF bomb drop. So we're spilling XT and mine's a classic. Cheated with the ex-bestie. But then my new friend drops this micro-cheating saga that's just wild. Just wild. So, your ex cheated with your ex-best friend. Okay, I see what you're saying. Her ex's move? Group sleepover at a fancy hotel, and he swears it's all innocent. Fast forward, a month later, and my friend discovers cozy details. A girl massaging his head and sharing a bed. Shocking, right? Here's the twist. No confrontation happened, but their friends think it's all innocent. Oh, and I had to see the girl's profile. Not gonna lie, she's not my cup of tea, but hey, different strokes. The kicker? No apologies from the girl who thinks it's all just harmless fun. I mean, seriously, the audacity of it all. But wait, there's more. The real jaw dropper? The real jaw dropper? The girl who used to have a massive crush on my friend's ex, the one she massaged. We're talking major side-eye worthy stuff here. The entire gang thought it was innocent, but the truth bomb, totally inappropriate, downright disgusting, and let's call a spade, pure cheating. Here's the cherry on top. They're part of a worship youth band. Yeah, you read that right. The duo even covered Positions by Ariana Grande and posted it online. Talk about a plot twist in the worship playlist.
Talk about a plot twist.
Seriously contemplating dropping their Instagram profiles. The sheer audacity deserves its own spotlight. I'm furious for my new friend. Micro cheating? Oh, what a dumb fucking word. Bomb drop. Just wild. Cozy details. Shocking, right? The kicker. The audacity. But wait, there's more. The real jaw dropper? Truth bomb. Here's the cherry on top. Talk about a plot twist. You sound overly dramatic. This drama sucks. I do think the micro cheating thing is like, what the f does that even mean, dude? The tea is ice cold. Yeah, the amount of, whoa, hotel double booked room. I, 37, checked in at about 10 p.m. The mail clerk gave me the keys to 136. I settled down, including getting naked from the waist up. I was in my bed with the sheets covering me. I hear a motion at the door. Must be thin walls, I tell myself. Then the light by the door turns on. I scream, what the hell? I couldn't see the man as there's a wall between the door and the bed. He says an apology, turns the lights off, and leaves. A few minutes later, the ancient phone in the room rings. The female clerk asks me what room I was in and tells me that the man was very upset. What was I supposed to do? They gave me the keys. They're electronic. Apparently, I was supposed to be in 131. The manager will hear about this in the morning. No. The manager would be hearing from me that night. I would be getting dressed, I'd be going downstairs, and I'd be making a fuss. Because it's their fault, and then they're telling me that the guy is pissed. I don't give a shit how pissed off the guy is that he walked in on my half-naked ass in bed. That's not my problem. City of Irvine, California destroys historical airplane? Wait, what? So, I'm a big historical aviation enthusiast, to the point where I volunteer and help restore historical aircraft. Just to give some context, it hurts me that a lot of historical aircraft from World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and more so, have been left to rot, be scrap, and turned into beer cans. All those many years ago. So it's even worse when we lose a World War II relic due to some people in the government being too lazy, and instead of moving them to the next hangar, which by the way, the hangar was being scrapped, they instead decide to scrap the aircraft. Also, the aircraft was supposed to be heading to the Flying Leatherneck Aviation Museum in the future. Here are some reasons why we need to protect and preserve these historical aircraft. First, there are very few left. Each of these is historical and has amazing history behind it. Second, we can teach the next generation so much from them. Not just including history, but so much more like math and science. Third, these aircraft can also serve as inspiration to us and remind us of the veterans who did fight. We are already losing so much history each day as we lose more veterans and their stories, so we should try to preserve as much as we can, including the artifacts. We lost a piece of history we could have preserved for generations to come because some high-up government people didn't want to care. They just didn't. Please, people, do your best to preserve our historical aircraft. They're the last of a kind that we have. Damn, that's just incredibly sad. That's insane to me. I'm all for recycling, but this guy wasn't hurting anybody. My brother and his girlfriend faced 0 consequences for neglecting and endangering their newborn. Excuse me? This situation happened almost 2 years ago, but I only found out about these details today. My brother and his girlfriend, both 27 at the time, had a son which my brother didn't want, and his girlfriend poked holes in the condom and only wanted a kid to make my brother's miserable, or my brother, wow, holy shit. They lost custody at 5 weeks old due to neglect and failure to thrive. Within 5 weeks, the baby went from roughly 9 pounds to 5. There was a dead kitten in the crib, mold all over the house, and they had the baby sleep between them, which is very dangerous. I just found out from my mom, who currently has custody, that the only reason my brother and his girlfriend saw no real consequences was because the baby was unable to crawl around. They faced no jail time, no fine, and the only thing that happened was losing custody of a child neither of them wanted or cared about. It infuriates me to no end that this situation basically shows that child abuse and endangerment isn't a serious crime if they can't crawl. Is that actually the rule? Is that true in most states here in the US? Is that right? If a baby can't crawl, you can kind of do whatever the f*** you want. Loveland, Colorado has been removing public benches in an affluent area to combat the homeless epidemic. The homeless are not an epidemic. They are not a disease. I'm not saying that you said that. I know what you were saying. Don't worry. But yeah, homeless architecture is pathetic. It's evil. It's immoral. And it doesn't just hurt homeless people. It also hurts, I don't know, all the tax-paying people that paid for those seats in the first fucking place. Where do you think the money for the benches came from? All of us that paid taxes, and yeah, I know the I pay your salary, I pay taxes thing is old and annoying and stupid, I get it, but we literally do. That's why we pay. We don't just pay for expensive fighter jets and shit, even though that's what a lot of it goes towards. We do pay for a lot, and in punishing homeless people for having issues and diseases and problems and just illness in general, we're punishing ourselves too. Make the mayor go without a chair. Yeah, why can't that guy just stand up? Who stole my bench? The goddamned city. My own dad won't let me wash laundry and locked me out of the room. All right? I, 20, still live with my parents. I know it sounds weird, but no, it doesn't sound weird. It doesn't. It should sound weird in today's world, but it doesn't. You are totally fine. I've been suffering from abuse my whole life from my own parents, so that makes things extra difficult. But usually, if I mind my own business, I can get by without them hounding me. But today, oh brother, I had to do laundry because I hadn't done it in about 2 weeks or so, and especially because my ex had visited me for a week, so naturally I was overdue. I'm aware I can't wash everything in one day, so I just wash all the stuff that's necessary. So I grab them, and as I'm halfway to filling the washer, when I went to grab more clothes, I find that the door is locked. Unfortunately, this would mean that I have to go through the front door to unlock the side door, which is where the room is. And as soon as I wait for my dad to come inside, I immediately put him on blast for locking the door. It might sound stupid to be this mad, but this isn't the first time my dad has pulled crap like this on me. Some of the stuff he's done to prevent me from doing laundry is taking the detergent, shutting off the water, shutting off the power, etc. He starts barking at me about how he locked the door because he didn't want my brother to open it while he's moving the car. That doesn't make any fucking sense. Which my brother has not moved at all, by the way. He's sitting at the computer watching his shows, and I know because I see him when I go between my room and the laundry room. So I barked at my dad, telling him that he hasn't moved, nor would he move at all, and that he knew I was doing laundry. He saw me from the outside, putting my clothes away. We screamed for a bit before I go back to my room, feeling defeated that I have to put my mental sanity on the line whenever I want to do laundry. I feel like I'm going crazy. Am I in the wrong? I don't think so. I genuinely do not think that you're crazy for feeling shitty, for having to deal with people this weird, all right? It's just strange. I don't know why it's weird to live with your parents at 20, especially lately with... Yeah, I already said that. One's at an age where they're still in school or just out. They likely don't have much in savings, etc. Isn't it better to live with parents and save a little? Of course it is. Obviously, in the case of abusive parents, sometimes leaving is best. I was merely commenting on OP's statement about still living with their parents. Big-ass cat strikes again! Oh no, what'd the cat do? The cat killed the plant! They do that a lot, don't they? Again, every day now, he just loves to piss me the hell off and then be a pussy and run away when I open the door. He feels no guilt, and I want to break down and collapse every time it happens. Well, get one of those solar-powered things that makes the noise and flashes the light. They have them on Amazon. I got one, and it worked to keep our local cat, who seems to think he's a gravedigger, out of my flower beds. Yeah, I did not know something like that existed, but it sounds kind of nice for that particular purpose, right? All those gluten-free foods for $115, what? Oh, okay, 115 bucks Canadian. This is your grocery list, or your shopping spree, I guess. I don't know, your trip for gluten-free. $115 Canadian, I would assume. I think that's what that means. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. Let's see. So we've got, all right. I do got to point out, we've got cake, some spring roll stuff. I don't know what those two things in the very back are, but then you've got 6 types of toaster pastries. Sure, the price is ridiculous, but when I buy Pop-Tarts, I'm buying a box, not a month and a half worth of toaster. I'm not doing all that. Although the ones on the bottom do look like they are specifically like protein ones, I guess. They're really dense and they're done in a very purposeful, different way than just gluten-free. I'm not saying that, you're buying dumb shit. You know you best for sure. And you clearly have to be getting gluten-free stuff if you're spending that much money on gluten-free stuff. I thought it was kind of funny seeing all of the Pop-Tarts and going, what the hell? And a cake. I don't know. That's still an absurd amount of f***ing money. As it says in the title, that's $115 Canadian worth of gluten-free food. I get inflation, but $7 for a single Pop-Tarts pastry look-alike? I'm lucky I can't afford this once in a while. But poor celiac people? Is that supposed to be celiac? Anyway, how they do? I don't know. I just thought it was... Sorry, I know a lot of people are still not going to understand that I wasn't going, yeah, but you're a dumb asshole for buying Pop-Tarts. That's not what I meant. I just thought it was interesting. And $7 per box? Messed up advertising. Oh boy. Up to 50% off. All right, what do we have here? Amanda from $7. Where the hell is this? Does this say... Oh, is this DoorDash? What is this? I saw this on TikTok, an app focused towards kids, marketing... it's a vape. I'm not sure where to post this, but it does make me pretty mad, so I thought it might fit. Latina got pajamas? All right. Donated to a rescue and saved a turkey. Once? What? Oh, so then they spam you forevermore? Yeah, I understand to a certain extent a company that you've donated to saying, hey, you donated before. If you're willing to, we'd love for you to do it again. All right? Like Wikipedia, for instance. I donated to Wikipedia recently, and I urge you to do the same because I know you've used it, and it's a very, very important site. It really is important for us to keep it going, right? So I donated to it, and they do email from time to time saying, hey, would you be willing to donate more? Whatever, not a big deal, mildly annoying at best. But what I don't like about what I'm seeing here isn't just like, the waste of paper or whatever, but I don't like the guilt here. Don't let this be a death sentence with a cute cat behind a gate wall. That's not cool. That's not cool, okay? I love cats. I love dogs. I love animals. I absolutely do. And whenever I can, I am going to be donating. When and where I can, I will. You do not need to send me a picture of a cat behind bars telling me that I shouldn't let this be a death sentence. There's something that feels super wrong. It just feels super wrong. This is how they waste the money. Unfortunately, I'll never donate again. Maybe physically at a shelter that does not need information. Can't even seem to stop them. It's just ridiculous. It's not cool. Don't do that. I just got this ad preying on people grieving using AI. That's not cool. This app lets you talk to your dead pets. Kill yourself. I'm so curious as to what the conversation is like, though. Hey, pal, missing your loads. Woof, woof. Yeah, you too, buddy. Yeah, it doesn't even make any sense, but it is still despicable. So die. Coach's son made varsity as a sophomore. All right. So, Coach is the newly hired spouse of the district superintendent who managed to survive a blatant plagiarism scandal. JV only allows freshmen and sophomores, so adding sophomores to varsity blocks upperclassmen. Coach could have filled a roster with 12 to 15 players, but went with 10, one of which was the sophomore's son, and another was the sophomore friend of a competitively recruited player. Apparently, Coach is so choosy about players that they only allowed 10 on the roster, but the sophomore son made it past that rigorous standard. Yeah, I mean, what's the term for that? Phishing spam email. I've never purchased anything from Geek Squad. I mean, to be fair, there's not much you can purchase from Geek Squad. Dear subscriber, thank you for using Geek Squad anti-protection? What does that mean? It means I'm getting the opposite of protection? We want to remind you that your annual membership has been ended with us on the 29th Nov, and as per contract today, it will be auto-renewed for next 2 years, and renewal charge $749.99 will be auto-debited from your linked primary bank account. It may take up to 2 business days to appear the transaction on your bank AC statement. Item name, Geek Squad Anti-Protection. Quantity, 1. Devices, 2. Validity, 2 years. Payment method, whatever the actual auto debit is. Total, $749.99. Facing issues with the transaction? I sure am. Thank God this is one of those good old-fashioned emails or phishing emails that's really, really bad. There's absolutely no branding whatsoever to try and make it look valid in any way possible. And as someone that has worked at Best Buy before, no fucking charge from Geek Squad for like yearly subscription from them is going to be more than like, what, $200? Something like that. A year of Best Buy membership plus pro yourself is like $200. I don't even know anymore. But there's no yearly or bi-yearly, whatever you want to call it, thing with Geek Squad or Best Buy that's nearly $1,000 freaking dollars. Grrr! This zipper on my backpack has been stuck for a week. You know, I think you're just gonna have to rip it off and try and get it repaired at that point. Car dealer bait and switch. Has anyone else dealt with this new bullshit trend by dealerships? Wife and I went to look at a Toyota RAV4 Hybrid SE yesterday. It was listed on the website for $35,714. True MSRP is actually around $33,920, but it's hard to find one in stock. So, we're willing to deal with that, and honestly, that's not too bad of an upcharge for a dealership on MSRP. Anyway, we spent a bunch of time emailing back and forth with one of the employees. Drove all the way out there and did a test drive, only to see that they had already tacked on an additional $2,000 of bullshit fees for tire, wheel, and exterior protection on the window sticker. Then, when we finished up and go inside, the total's actually $40,814 because they added a $3,000 market adjustment fee. Car dealerships already make a good profit by selling a car at MSRP, but now they're just taking complete advantage of people. And unfortunately, too many are willing to pay whatever they ask. Needless to say, we left immediately. I would too. That's garbage. Tire, wheel, and exterior protection? What does that mean? Do I get a several-year warranty that protects them and will get them replaced for free if anything happens? Okay, I can see that. I know that's not what you mean, though. Market adjustment fee? Go out of business. I hope you go out of business. None of you deserve to be working there. You know, you just fuck that. Predatory business practices have no place. I'm sorry, they really don't. Imagine working your ass off to get $1,800 only to get $800 of that shit deducted. Wait, what happened? Total earned $1,801. Total taxes $440. Total deducted $283. I don't know why this is confusing me. I've been given many paychecks in my time. What's most frustrating is that a lot of people's money doesn't go into social programs, but into subsidies for billionaires and their businesses. Yeah, the billionaires, the military, blah, 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 blah. That's just what it is. There's like $12 left over for education or helping. Modern CAPTCHAs. What the hell is it with modern CAPTCHAs? Every single freaking Google search I try to do, I have to go through at the very least 10, but it averages around 35. Not exaggerating. This is insane. It takes me 3 to 4 minutes of going through CAPTCHAs for every Google search I do. For every Google search? What the hell's going on? For reference, I'm using Opera GX on Windows 10 and have a VPN active. However, this is only recent, last month or so, and I'm sick of it. Does anyone else experience this insane level of CAPTCHA? I certainly don't. I really, really don't. That's crazy shit. Catfished by Airbnb. What the hell am I looking at here? I cannot... Is this place collapsing? What am I looking at? Good lord. Ugh. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Looks fine. Looks totally normal inside, but outside is a joke? My family and I rented a place for Thanksgiving to be near family and drove over 4 hours to get there. We got a reservation for 3 days and 2 nights, and when we arrived, the place was uninhabitable. The photos on the listing were great, and it was absolutely not what was listed. They were taken in a way only to highlight livable aspects of the place. No cell service, no internet, circuit breaker had to be flipped on for any electricity to work at all, and kept turning off if the heaters were on, so no heating. Absolutely no running heat in the home. no smoke detectors. Well, there's an actual illegal act. There was mold and water damage inside the home. I'm gonna stop reading there. I'm gonna jump to your update. The host ended up delisting it, luckily, but Airbnb did nothing and said this was 100% okay for people to stay in. We will never use Airbnb again and want to warn others that they consider this livable. Yeah, I think I've been very vocal about how much I despise Airbnb. It seemed really cool in the beginning. It's allowed me to have some great stays and great locations, and at the time, for a pretty decent price, honestly. But Airbnb owners, yeah, the jackasses that buy up homes just to rent them out for a fucking side hustle, they've ruined the entire idea. They've destroyed it. You know, oh, it's $70 a night. No, it's not, because I charge a $500 a night cleaning fee. Yeah, no. I'm back to hotels, and I'm honestly better for it. Hell, when I was at PAX West back in September, stayed at one of the most expensive hotels in the city, right across the street from the event. I saved a lot of money. Hell, there was even a point where I thought about taking an Uber or a Lyft to get to a certain location to get some footage for my video that's up on my channel now. Haha, plug. You like how that works? And instead, I just went downstairs and got in a cab. Dude actually gave me a round trip price that was going to be significantly cheaper than the apps. And he was just a taxi. It's weird how we've kind of come full circle there. I'm sure we're going to keep looping around again and again and again, but that's just ridiculous, and I don't want Airbnb around. My coworker died yesterday, and my boss keeps making things worse. All right, so my friend died yesterday. A close one. So far, my boss decided to monopolize the limited time and energy the person who found the body had, took the phone, out of my hand and called her repeatedly despite me begging her not to, literal minutes after the discovery. Also, by doing that, she prevented me from learning anything until hours later. Apparently, she kept calling from her own phone later while the person was being questioned by police. Somehow figured out where it happened, went to the damn scene even though nobody told her to come, and she was not welcome there. Brought her child for some reason, kept trying to hug people who made it clear they don't want to be touched, including I'm reading a little too fast, including inserting herself into a hug between a close friend and the deceased and her girlfriend, keeps trying to talk to the mom of the deceased, straight up asked me if I saw the body, kept talking about it like it was the latest horror movie, asked me if I knew anyone who'd like the newly free position before the damn body cooled down, released the details of the death that were supposed to stay private to the work group chat. I can't even mourn properly because all sadness I could allow myself is now covered by a thick, sticky layer of anger and disgust. She inserted herself into every aspect of something extremely private and handled it so poorly it's absurd. She shouldn't have that job. You know, I feel like HR should know about this. I don't know the size of the company or what the rules are, but that's weird. It's very creepy. It's just wrong. That's the only way you can describe it. That's super gross and inappropriate. Lost a very expensive package in the mail, and USPS is pulling tricks like this after an hour and a half insurance claim for them. It did not save, if you were wondering. Yes, they do that on purpose. No, that's not a conspiracy. It does that on purpose, right? What do you mean? USPS, oh my god, I cannot read. What do you mean? USPS lost it? Or it got stolen or something? They lost my insured package and won't let me file a claim. Yeah, I worked with UPS. They pull that shit a lot. Oh, the website No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Well, screw you too, co-worker. Uh-oh. Co-worker battle. A co-worker accused me of never answering the phone, and when I told her I'd been answering the phone, and the two girls that worked near me agreed that I had been answering them, she believes that since she never have seen me or never seen me personally answer it, she works in another section of our department, so of course she can't keep an eye on me, that we all must be lying, and she wants to report me to our supervisor for not answering the phone. Like, I know I've been slow picking it up in the past, but I've been improving a lot, and outright accusing me of never answering the phone at all, and call me and my two eyewitnesses liars because we contradict you, is you being petty at this point. This isn't the first time she reacted so petty, and it is all because I won't worship her because she's a senior member of the department and won't accept her insults and her advice. It's kind of crazy how a lot of people seem to think if you've worked at a place for a long time, you're better than your coworkers. Just because someone's a newbie, or hell, not even a newbie, just because someone hasn't been there for 30 years like yourself does not mean you are better. The Tuskegee experiment. Whistleblower Peter Buxton tried to stop it in 1966. The U.S. government opted to continue. It was finally stopped after he leaked it to the press in 1972. Oh, so this is going to be one of those super great things we talk about. In 1932, the U.S. PHS, working with the Tuskegee Institute, began a study to record the natural history of syphilis. It was originally called the Tuskegee Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male, now referred to as USPHS Untreated Syphilis Study at Tuskegee. The study initially involved 600 black men, 399 with syphilis, 201 who did not have the disease. Participants' informed consent was not collected. Researchers told the men they were being treated for bad blood, a local term used to describe several ailments including syphilis, anemia, and fatigue. In exchange for taking part in the study, the men received free medical exams, free meals, and burial insurance. Oh, how nice of them to offer that! 1932, the U.S. Public Health Service engages the Tuskegee Institute in Macon, is that Alabama? In the Tuskegee Untreated Syphilis Study. Mid-1940s, penicillin becomes treatment of choice for syphilis, but men in the study are not treated. 1972, first news article about the study. The study ends on recommendation of an ad hoc advisory panel conveyed by the Assistant Secretary for Health and Science. That's just, wow. Buddy, I need to take a break from these anger subreddits because I could have lost my mind at any moment up until I really could have. I really tried not to freak anybody out like I did the last couple anger videos I did. I do read the comments. I do see. Don't worry. My blood pressure's not going to cause my head to explode anytime soon. There are some days where I lose my mind. Okay, some days I'm not doing well at all, and I freaking lose it, and that's on me. That is exclusively on me, so do not worry about that.